everyone, Lisa here with my latest episode of What's Crafting Wednesday. Let's start off with the drawing for last week. I showed you my magnetic storage for my dies, and I'll be doing a drawing to raffle off a thick whisper white and magnet sheet so you can store your own dies. I had 4 comments last week, so let me tear up the tickets here and drop them in my bag. Give them a little shake. Okay, and Amy is the winner today. Congratulations, Amy, and thank you to everyone for your comments. Amy, please let me know if you would like the smaller size like this or the larger 6-inch size for the larger die sets. Okay, so what will we be doing today? We're going to have a little fun with the new jar punch. And I've made this card here as my sample. And I will be making this card again. This is the new, Just Jade, one of the new In-Colors. And we'll be making one in Magenta Madness. Magenta Madness, yes. And we'll be making the same card in Magenta Madness today. I've used the jar punch, which is super fun, and the corner punch on the trio. And I'll just get the Just Jade out of the way and bring in the Magenta Madness. I also used the ornate floral embossing folder, and look how cute I embossed one of the jars, and the jar of flowers for stamping. This is sold individually, and it's also sold as a bundle with the punch for a 10% savings. So I'll put this off to the side here also. And I have a standard 8.5 by 5.5 card base, scored at 4 1/4. And I have a 4 by 5 1/4 whisper white to layer on the front. And what I did here was with the corner rounder, I did the bottoms of the card. In we go, and you punch from the middle, and you get a nice rounded corner on the bottom there. And maybe you want to make sure that you have your punch all the way in. Harry here in the room with me, and Harry doesn't like the sound of the punch. He just walked off and hid under the corner of the desk. Now, as you see, you need to round the back corners as well. Okay. And just so I wouldn't have to be going off camera and embossing, I pre-punched and embossed this one jar. And then I will just show you. We're going to punch another one right here. And then we will punch one with the In-Color DSP. And we will do a little stamping also. I have a little strip here of Whisper White. And I stamped the little jar tops. And I'm just going to stamp 3 of these. And then I will be fussy cutting these. My little trusty paper snips, and it's just very quick, just around. It doesn't have to be very perfect or precision like. It does seem quicker when you fussy cut when you're by yourself than someone's watching you on camera. So I made the sample first in the Just Jade because that still is my favorite from the new In-Colors. But then I thought for the sample live today, we'd use this nice bright Magenta Madness. It's a beautiful day out, hopefully in your neighborhood as well. So I thought we would use a nice cheery color. Okay. Now I'm still using my snail because I have quite a few refills. But I did just want to show you the new Stampin' Seal. It comes in a bag, and you tear the top, and it's a bit larger than the snail. And this pops off, and then it runs just like a snail. Actually, I haven't used it yet, so maybe we should give it a try. And I did not have this perfectly in the corner of the punch, so let's just make that look a little nicer. Okay, and so let's give this new Stampin' Seal a try. I have to get it started. I actually haven't even read up on it yet. Oh, there it goes. Now it is supposed to be stronger than the snail, so I can't say that for certain yet since I have not worked with it, but there we go. And what I did was I placed the jars where I wanted them. Now when I made this sample, I actually had planned for the jar to be that side of the paper, but I don't know, I picked it up and attached the top and realized it was the wrong way around. But it looks nice as well, so this one will do with that side. And I popped these up with dimensionals, but first I used liquid glue to put the jar tops on them. You don't need the tops, but I thought it gave it a nice finished look. And I just loved embossing the jar. Now you could also put the tops on with dimensionals, but I just thought I would glue them down. Okay, and I put the jars on here with dimensionals though. Just scattered the height and just cut some from the ends. So do you use all of your dimensionals like I do? Sides, everything? Oh, I'm sure everyone does. Don't want to waste anything. Okay. So, tell me in the comments, have you changed your favorite new In-Color yet from when we covered them a couple of weeks ago? I don't know, I am still liking the Just Jade best. Uh-oh. Phone never rings, right? Except when you don't want it ringing. And I think we'll just stick another one there since that's the DSP and it does bend a little more than the cardstock. Okay, we'll just position them. Just wanted them scattered a little bit. We'll put that one up higher. And then I always like to work from side to side to make sure they are somewhat spaced. the same. Okay, so make that one good. And it is amazing how much quicker all this seems to, and smoother this seems to go when you're doing it on your own. Okay, now the tough part, making a bow on camera. Let's see how this goes. This is the new In-Color ribbon. Earlier when I made my card, I wanted to use my bow maker, but with the current mess I have, I couldn't find it. It, surprise, surprise, was not on the shelf where I usually keep it. So I, at the moment, do not know where I put it the last time I used it. Last time I remember using it was when I did my April thank you cards. So it's someplace, probably under a pile of cardstock or something. All right, that's not too bad. And we'll snip that, and yep, like I said, not too bad. And put this on with a glue dot. And I put it right in the middle so it looked like it was tied around the jar. And then a little embellishing with pearls and the new In-Color dots. Someplace I have the packaging for them, yes. In-Color enamel dots, they're called. I also can't find my tweezers at the moment, which for me with my nails, always the easiest for me to craft. And if you've been to my classes, you know that that is what I am always using. And again, there's someplace in my mess here. And I just used a couple different size pearls. The new In-Color dots, they come in just the one size. But the pearls, I mix the sizes. Okay, and there is the front of the card. Easy. Now for the inside. I did leave it blank, no sentiment. And this needs to be rounded on the bottom as well. As does the DSP. What did I do wrong here? I didn't get it in the corner. I may have to go cut another piece. Yep, be right back. Let me just cut another piece. And of course, it's not out on my table. Oh, because it's over here. I will be right back with you. Sorry about that. All right. What is wrong? Is there something stuck in here? I do not know why this is not rounding. Of course, there's never a problem when you're just sitting here by yourself crafting. All right, so that I don't take up more time trying to fix this, I am just going to match this up and trim it, and then look at my punch after and see why I could not get it to round. Probably just the nerves of being watched live, right? Okay, not bad at all. That little bit of wiggle room with the Tombow. And there you go. And of course, a cute card has to have a cute stamped envelope. I just took the large jar, picked it up, and stamped it in the corner. And there goes the phone again. Hardly ever rings. Okay. Now let me clean my mess up here, and we will look at the two cards side by side. Okay, here's the one I made earlier today in Just Jade. And I'll have all the measurements underneath when I get back on and do a little editing. And here's the one that I just made in the Magenta Madness. So leave me a comment, and next week at the start of my What's Crafting Wednesday, I will do a drawing, and the lucky commenter chosen will receive both of these cards. Tell me anything you like. If you like the new jar set, if you have a preference, one of these cards, if you prefer one color over the other, what you think about embossing the little jar, which I think just is darling. And you could do that with any embossing folder. I just thought the floral would be pretty. Tell me if you prefer one DSP over the other. Just say hi if you like. Jar of flowers and the jar punch and two In-Color Fun with Jars cards. Well, thanks for stopping by today. I look forward to reading your comments and seeing you again next week. Have a crafty week. Bye.